Hey, horror fans! Welcome back to World of Horror. If you're new here, hit that like button, share the fear, and don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. Your support keeps this channel alive, so join the family and let's dive into the darkness together. The Girl Next Door is a harrowing film based on the novel by Jack Ketchum, which in turn was inspired by the real-life case of Sylvia Likens, a tragic story of abuse, torture, and murder that shocked the United States in the 1960s. Sylvia Likens was a 16-year-old girl who, along with her younger sister, Jenny, was placed in the care of Gertrude Banaszewski, a neighbor, while their parents were away working with a traveling carnival. Banaszewski, a single mother of 7 living in Indianapolis, was paid $20 a week to care for the Likens sisters. What followed, however, was a horrific ordeal of abuse and neglect that lasted for several months. Initially, the arrangement seemed to work out, but Banaszewski quickly began to abuse Sylvia. The abuse started with verbal insults and escalated to beatings when Banaszewski became angry over missed payments from Sylvia's parents. Sylvia became the target of Banaszewski's rage, which was fueled by her own frustrations with her life and the burden of caring for so many children. The abuse soon took a darker turn, as Banaszewski involved her own children and some neighborhood kids in the torment of Sylvia. They were encouraged, even coerced, into participating in the beatings and other forms of torture. Sylvia was frequently tied up, burned with cigarettes, forced to perform degrading acts, and was denied food and water. One of the most horrifying aspects of the case was the way Banaszewski manipulated the children into seeing the torture as a game or a form of punishment that Sylvia deserved. As the abuse worsened, Sylvia's condition deteriorated. She became emaciated and weakened from the relentless torture. Despite her suffering, no one intervened to stop the abuse. Neighbors and other adults were aware of what was happening but failed to report it, illustrating a terrifying indifference and failure of the community to protect a vulnerable child. The situation reached a tragic conclusion in October 1965, when Sylvia succumbed to her injuries after a particularly brutal beating. Her death was the result of a brain hemorrhage, shock, and malnutrition. After Sylvia's death, the horrific details of her abuse were revealed during the investigation, leading to the arrest of Banaszewski, her children, and 2 neighborhood boys. The trial of Gertrude Banaszewski and the other participants shocked the nation. Banaszewski was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison, though she was paroled in 1985 after serving 20 years. The other participants received various sentences for their roles in the abuse and torture of Sylvia. Sylvia Likens' story is a chilling reminder of the potential for evil in ordinary people and the devastating consequences of apathy and inaction. The case remains one of the most horrific examples of child abuse in American history and serves as a somber warning about the importance of vigilance and compassion in protecting vulnerable individuals. The tragic events that inspired The Girl Next Door continue to resonate as a dark chapter in the history of the United States.